Hello everyone and welcome back to another video. Today we are doing I'm gonna talk about the beginnings of Babylonia like I always do. Um, so as you guys know, yesterday I finished Camelot, which I was really glad. Not only that, but Camelot is like now so far my favorite story in the game. We'll see about Babylonia. Yeah. So let's see. So first of all these like first thoughts are like basically just me playing like the beginning of the quest and the first like mission. So yeah. So in this mission, we learned about the Mash is basically dead. So maybe she might not dead, but she's her like lifespan since she's like an experiment or like also spoilers, my bad, spoilers if you guys haven't seen or played Camelot or like the game. But anyways, back to it. So at the beginning, Mash has a dream, and the Professor Rowan, which isn't Professor Rowan but it is, um and tells Mash that her like lifespan or her time is almost up. And we basically know about this since like when was like London? I think it was London when we started to like notice that Mash was feeling bad and stuff, and in this up and then also at the start of Camelot, Professor Rowan tells you that Mash ain't doing that well, and apparently now in Babylonia it seems that Mash is her time is almost up. So you got that. The main big bads are like from what I was able to read or it or that one like wrestling lady, her Erishkagel. Erishkagel? Yeah, and I think her name is like Morgan. Oh well, she's like it's supposed to be not like Medusa, like Medusa, but like she kind of like was she's kind of like Medusa to some extent, but they've been like sucking or like eating these villages. So you got that, and right now so far in the story we've met Enkidu and Ishtar. So you those are the ones that are gonna accompany us in our dream, and not in our dream, but in this singularity. Which so far I'm wondering since they said that with this one I think it's gonna be the seventh singularity, and so I'm like, will this be the end? And I'm like, will Mash die in the singularity? Who knows? But I wonder if like this is like the end of like once it be Babylonia, if this is it. The one good thing about now that I'm in Babylonia is that I should be able to get all of the holy waters that I need to fully ascend Erishkagel, which is pretty cool, exciting stuff overall. Uh, Anything else to talk about? So not really. Oh, but now that we're talking about like fate, I yesterday I finished watching the both Camelot movies like by myself. I was gonna watch it with my friends, but we couldn't get stuff or we couldn't plan or like maybe we were busy. But uh, um, like Prince Major, like I told him, I was like, hey yo, you know where the movies are at? He's like, I don't know, but let me check. He sent me a link to these two places to watch the movie. I was like, oh, thank you. Then he told me if I wanted to watch it by myself or with everyone or those that were available. I was like, yeah, I'll watch it with everyone. And then he sent a message to Sina, which is like, the for me he is the like if I have like a question like around like fate or like power scaling or stuff like that, I go to Sina High because he's knowledgeable in fate. Like if they were to come up to me and like ask, well, we literally play everything, but like if let's say Sina High will come up to me and it's like, hey, yo, how do you play like this card game or like stuff like that, I'll be like, okay, yeah, like I'll be the go-to guy. And for me, Sina High is my go-to guy for when it comes to fate, since he's been playing this game for a long time. Anyways, But Prince Major told Sign the High or texted him, but when he texted him, my man, he likes to sleep, you know. So my man Sign the High was like sleeping. So I was like, damn. I was like, this is taking a hot minute. We'll just watch the last. In my thoughts, I was like, okay, let me just watch this movie by myself, the part one of Camelot. Let me watch this by myself, and then watch part two with those who are available, because I think part two is like the conclusion. Like stuff is gonna start coming, and there'll be more hype. But I watched a part one, and I was like, oh, there's some stuff that I like from the movie, like stuff like is different, like at the beginning, like you get teleported into the singularity, and then you meet Nitocris, and then you fight Nitocris and the Sphinx. And then the movie, spoilers also, in the movie, you're already like in Da Vinci's like mobile, the Da Vinci mobile, the MILF mobile. Anyways, you're in the Da Vinci mobile, and but you don't. Da Vinci doesn't make that until like you finish, like once like Nitocris takes you to King Ozymandias, which is like a deal. Anyways, he takes you, and then like to like, instead of like walking the sand to get to the holy city, that's when Da Vinci builds the Da Vinci mobile. But anyways, so that was pretty cool. And then Arash, BDBR. I think as of right now, I'm not sure, but I think BDBR might be number one right now. I think, but so far, like Gilgamesh is right there slowly, like because the reason I like BDBR a lot is because of like the story. Oh, also, okay, before that, like the movie starts, because I finished like Camelot and I decided to go. So like at the end of Camelot, oh well, in the Fate game, basically Merlin like is talking to you. He's like, he's telling you, he's like, oh, with this spell, you're gonna be able to like complete your like journey. So seeing that's how Fate, the singularity ends, and then watching that at the start of the movie, I'm like, hey, yo, this makes so much sense. But anyways, I'm assuming that it's Merlin. It has to be Merlin. Not only that, but in Merlin's Noble Phantasm, he has like these like pink rose petals, which is like, I guess, the same thing that was like consuming Camelot. So I'm not sure if that has some correlation, but anyways, but BDBR was pretty cool. Like I remember reading the story and then watching it in prison. It was pretty cool. Like how like he was like deceiving you, like each time you think you know something about the BDBR, like you have the full picture, something else comes into the mix, and something more. Like that was pretty, like when I was reading BDBR, like his hand, I thought like he probably like lost his hand during like a fight. And BDBR, like at the end, he reveals that his hand is made out of Excalibur, and it was just like, oh shit. And not only that, but the way he's like a switch, I forgot how to pronounce the name, but he's like switch or something. He's like switch, he says the switch, and then it like his hand turns into like well, the light shines of Excalibur, and then like King Arthur on a horse is having like a midlife crisis with the like the shining light. She was like, ah. And then, and not only that, but the thing I really like about like some fights is like when like attacks are going to like the protagonist, and the protagonist like dodges everything. I really liked it. It was pretty cool. I really did enjoy it. So, like the movie BTVR Arash, like I know like sometimes it's not that I don't know the, okay, maybe I don't know the names, okay, but I don't mean to like, like arrow dude and like a redhead red hair this man, but like something, but now like, and like, oh, there's so much stuff to talk about. Like, yeah, I like to like fool around like with my friends, like tease them, like, since like they like Fate a lot, I like to like make fun of them and just to like trigger them a bit. That's why I'm like, oh, arrow dude, or a chick with blonde hair, or like stuff like that, or green hair, like green hair like this man. And as Mantius, I used to call him Walmart Walmart to Gilgamesh. But anyways, a rash. I really like the rash, and then like at the end, how he uses his noble phantasm, and he's like Stella. Oh, pretty cool. But anyways, that was it. Been enjoying Fate. Thank you.